What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 254, and we start today's episode off with a game against Real Sociedad. Now, if you missed the last episode, I'll try and remember to put a link on the screen if you want to watch it, but if you missed the last episode and you don't want to go back and watch it because, you know, my voice is quite boring sometimes, we did, of course, win La Liga. We wrapped it off in the last episode, but of course, we've still got 3 games to go. And of course, the aim of the series, the last aim to do, is have the undefeated season. So this episode, filled with the last 3 games of La Liga, is not meaningless at all because we've still got to win these games or at least draw them and have the undefeated season. So taking on Real Sociedad, we did have a reserve team playing because we had to rest them for fitness reasons, really. We did rest a lot of our players, but even so, we still had to win it and still put in a performance. So trust me, I was not sitting there thinking, oh well, if we lose, we lose. I still wanted to win this badly. So anyway, it was 0-0 after the first 45 minutes. Wasn't too bold about that, but of course, if we win our remaining 3 games, we will be joint holders of the record for the most points amassed in a single La Liga season, which is 100. So managing to reach that magic treble total would be fantastic for us, and you'll have the joint highest record, I do believe. So that would be fantastic. But even so, of course, just winning them would be lovely in its own. So even so, I was desperate to get the win in this game, but we just weren't making the most of our chances. We had quite a few. We weren't making the most of them. But when Lopez Blanco found Santos Jr. here, the Brazilian came through with a nice reverse step over, played it through to Lopez Blanco. This guy played really well. Played the ball inside. The shot hit the post. It came back off the goalkeeper. Found its way to Mravak, and Mravak ended up putting the ball in to the back of the net. Like I said, I think he's Dzeko's region. I might be wrong. He's Bosnian. He's, like I said, obviously very young, and he seems like Dzeko's region. I'm not entirely sure, but anyway, he scores. That's all you need to know. And we are 1-0 up here. And in the 71st minute, Mayoral comes through, plays a wonderful free ball out wide to Luca Rossi here. Our Italian plays it back inside to our right back Vegas. He takes a shot. It's well saved by the goalkeeper, and it's cleared by Real Sociedad. So we're still on target here. We were still looking to get the 3 points here, and we were doing just that. But unfortunately, in the 80th minute, disaster struck here when we gave away a penalty. And Paulo Gazzaniga in the goal here had to save this penalty if we wanted to keep our dreams of being the joint record holders of the most points amassed in a single La Liga season. Gazzaniga had to save it, and he never saves penalties, but he does here. What a fantastic save by the Argentine. That's why I signed him, guys. He's a cult hero of the series, and I was confident there will be one time in this season, there will be one time in this 6-month period he'll be here for at least, that he will have to make an important contribution to the team, and it was then. It was to make sure the last chance of the game he keeps Real Sociedad from scoring the equaliser and ruin our chances of the dream of having the most points amassed in the season, the joint most points amassed in the season, and he does it. He does his task. What a save by Gazza, incredible. It's so surprising because I'm so bad at saving penalties on this game, yet I'm pretty sure that's 3 in a row. You know, I mean, we saved 2 in a row a few episodes ago, and I'm not sure why we conceded any penalties since then, but even so, that's 3 penalties in quite a short space of time. That's really surprising. Maybe I'm getting better at that, who knows. But anyway, Gazza makes the save, the game finishes 1-0, and we pick up the first 3 points of the episode. And in the second game of the episode, Diaz de Sorio scores here and jumps over Leon Brito, who put the cross into him. So 1-0 here ahead of Athletic Bilbao, and that was fantastic news for us. And in the 35th minute, Jimenez gets played through here. Nice piece of skill, gets a little bit lucky as he keeps holding the ball, but goes down the right hand side. Real good chance for us in the 37th minute. He crosses the ball into Mayol. It's headed up in the air, but Trouserman's header is pretty soft, and the goalkeeper makes an easy catch. So still 1-0, but in the 70th minute it was still 1-0 here, so we were still hanging on really. Bilbao weren't causing us too much problems, but what about this for a ball by Mayol? That was absolutely incredible. Weak foot, left foot ball, perfectly weighted. That was absolutely wonderful. What a ball by Mayol. Lovely 45-yard pass to Jimenez, and he volleys, well, quadruple volleys I suppose, the ball into the back of the net to make it 2-0 to Atletico Madrid. So Jimenez and Trouserman, the deadly duo up front, get the goals, and we have a 2-0 win against Athletic Bilbao. So 2 out of 3 games have been wins. We now have 97 points for the season, so just 1 win to go. That's all we need, and I was very pleased to get a win there. And we also get a lovely piece of news here. A player returns from injury. It is Grimaldo, so he's not going to be fit enough for the following game here against Real Betis, the last game of the season, but hopefully he'll be fit enough for the Copa del Rey final, and of course hopefully for the Champions League final against Real Madrid as well. But we take on Real Betis for the final game of the season. So this was it now. This was the game we just could not slip up on. Of course, the main objective was to at least get a point, because that would be the undefeated season achieved. But really, I wanted to win as well. You know, I wanted to get 100 points total. So taking on Betis. We did rest the team for fitness reasons, didn't want any injuries going into the 2 finals, but even so, in the 14th minute, Mayoral, what a volley, man, absolutely fantastic. That was, I mean, you know, at first when he scored it, I was like, that was a pretty simple volley, but on the replay, the fact he had to adjust his body and just about keep the ball down enough and bounce it off the ground, in off the post, it was such an awesome volley by Mayoral. It really was. Absolutely love this guy, and he made it 1-0 to Atletico Madrid. And the 45th minute came through here. Luca Rossi found Gawali here. Gawali down the left hand side here, cuts back onto it, plays it back to Jabor, left back, who swings the ball into Nsaya. His diving header goes over the bar, but at half time we went in here with the score at 1-0 to us, so 45 minutes away from a place in history, having an undefeated season, and of course that magic 100 points total. So 45 minutes away from that. What an achievement it will be, and of course it would be the last aim of the series complete. But in the 45th minute, Real Betis came through straight away here, and we're trying to ruin that because Inono came through here down the left hand side and just about put his finish wide. The blushes were saved in. My heart was racing as he went 1-on-1 against Ure, but thankfully for us he put the ball wide and it was still 1-0 to us. And then Saya's header was well saved here by the goalkeeper as we tried to double our advantage, so still 1-0 to us here. But with 11 minutes to go, Gawali picks the ball up here, finds Nsaya, and Nsaya cuts it back against the Silva, takes aim with his left foot, but it's a poor strike and the ball goes out for a goal kick. And I've seen a few comments of you guys asking me to do this, and I'm sure a few of you will be like, oh, why did you do this? It's so stupid. But I've read a few of your comments, guys, saying, oh, you need to play Gazaniga for the final game of the season, put him up front for the last 10 minutes. So that's exactly what I've decided to do. Shades of David James, if anyone's old enough to remember that, David James going up front. Shades of David James, Gazaniga comes on for Nsaya for the final 10 minutes of the game, and to be honest, other than that one chance Real Betis had, there was barely anything. So I brought on Gazaniga and see what he could do. He got like one touch of the ball, and Atletico Madrid gave the ball away, but it did finish 1-0. I'm sure a few of you must be sitting there thinking, oh god, why did you? That's so stupid. But to be honest, this series is coming to an end. He's a cult hero. He's the longest serving player, so you know, why not just have a little bit of a laugh and a bit of a joke. But unfortunately he couldn't get a goal, but he did get a touch of the ball, which was very nice. But it doesn't matter because we won 1-0, and as you'll see here, the magic points total of 100 has been achieved, and look at that, loss 0. Absolutely awesome. The final aim of the series has been achieved, and oh, excuse me, that is absolutely fantastic. So 38 games played, 31 wins, 7 draws, 0 losses, 100 points, and 14 points clear of Real Madrid, and a massive 24 points clear of Valencia. It's been an incredible season. We've done the aim, and that is just awesome, and I'm so pleased that we've managed to achieve that aim, because I was very worried at some stage of the season we wouldn't be able to do it, but we have done it, and the undefeated season has been achieved, and that is great news for us. And top scorer, Trousman came second, Chevalier came top. Chevalier also led the way in terms of assists, but even so, that didn't bother me too much. But I was very pleased to see Ure get the top number of clean sheets. That's to silence all the doubters that have been commenting, saying, get a new goalkeeper. No, Ure's fine, and Gazaniga also kept 4 clean sheets, which was very nice. But even so, this is what the charts look like for top scorers and assists and whatnot, and that was what the table looks like. And as always, guys, a big thank you for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you have, please leave a like, because that really helps my channel out and is much appreciated. And I'll see you for another episode of Career Mode, possibly tomorrow, if not the day after. Goodbye and thank you.